Yo, 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 and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji. With me is Ryan. How you doing, boy?
Welcome. Ooh, that was loud. I am good, yo. I am quite good.
It's good to have you back, buddy.
Thank you. Good to be back.
I've missed you.
Yeah, I haven't seen your face in like a month.
Yeah, last time you saw me, I was wearing only t-shirts. Now I'm wearing only sweaters.
Exactly.
It's fucking cold. Yeah. How's your vacation?
Oh, it was good. Very, what is the word? Too many places, but not long enough.
How is it watching your club in the Champions League?
Yo, so good. I mean, we played rubbish, right? Like, we should have never been 3-2, but so good.
Yeah, fuck that. But I mean, I say this because I experienced it just a few days ago, but how great is it to own assets in a fantasy game and then they fucking get points in real life?
Right? It's so good. I actually hope Tammy starts again because I did that just for that game. Knowing that Tammy's a flight risk, a rotation risk.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of like Champions League fantasy, you're absolutely fucking flying in that format, mate.
I swear, every year I don't give any care to it. I do well. And a few years I actually do join a money league. It's like, I do horribly. So, I am now, like 3,000th in the world?
Jesus. That's crazy. Like, and like the thing is, especially after the way it started as well, the way like Alushi just fucking flew off like into the distance. I genuinely thought like, yeah, that's the end of like Champions League fantasy for this season. But yeah, it's
he had I mean, like a 50-60 point lead on us. Like,
yeah. And the good thing about like this fucked up long format is that there's way more game weeks to kind of tackle. So
yeah, absolutely. It's also I don't know how to use my chips, so I've just not been using them.
Same.
I've just been taking hits, get the hits out of the way, and let FPL be hit free.
Yeah. And it frustrates me, like, okay, so like this match day, for example, I knew it was a match day. I knew there was transfers to make or whatever. I set up everything pre-transfers and then obviously forgot to do anything. But like, I hate fantasy games for the fact that you don't do anything and you do well. Like,
yeah.
Like, I want to make bad decisions. Like,
true. You absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, it's a decent day so far. Elise Lukman Salah. Yeah, decent day. But yeah, we're not here to talk Champions League. We're here to talk Premier League. So let me do all the spiels and all that sort of jazz. So listeners, welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. We are a default Fantrax pod. So right now you're listening to the regular free version that we do. Typically, we have a waiver pod as well where we host on our Patreon. Definitely go check that out. You can access those pods for $1 a month. If you want to donate more, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, lowest price ever. It might go up. You never know. But definitely go check those out if you're interested in waiver advice. But yeah, in terms of the regular pod, typically how we do these pods is we have two halves. In the first half, we do a bit of a data dump where we look back on a last game week and just discuss the default scoring categories. And then we do a bit of a league update catch up. So just to see how we're doing in our leagues, any moves that we've made, ones that we're considering as well, and just see how we can kind of help each other navigate the next few game weeks. Then we take our halftime pint. And then after the break, we answer some questions that we get from our Discord, from our lovely, lovely community and fans and listeners and Inside Tracks reps. By the way, Discord, free to join. So all you got to do to join it, DM me, ask me for a link, and you'll get right in. Honestly, it's a great place to be. It's got literally everything. It's not just about fantasy football. People share music, food, I don't know, life advice. Like, it's honestly a great place to be. Really, really is. Did you see we started a new channel, Ryan?
Is that about like movies?
No, Kit's Corner.
Oh, I did not see that then.
Yeah, so people posting all sorts of kits that they own. It's great, honestly.
That is pretty sick, actually.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
don't buy that many kits, but I bought a couple like passed through Amsterdam, bought an Ajax jersey
very nice.
because I was in Bratislava. I bought the Slovan jersey, like just a casual
Yeah.
jersey, not a kit or anything.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. So before we continue, what I'll do is get Ross to do the social plugs. So Ross, please do your thing right here.
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BantaB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banta Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banta_Boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banta Boys.
Okay, so hopefully you've listened to Ross. If you're listening to us on Spotify, if you don't mind going to our homepage, giving us a quick rating out of 5 stars, we truly, truly appreciate it. I think maybe it's like 34%, like the percentages and ratings are going up slowly. But yeah, there's still a lot of you guys that listen to the pod but that haven't rated it. And, you know, we truly, truly appreciate it. If you can, it would massively help us out just to kind of spread the word about us and, you know, get more people into the Discord as well, just to join our lovely community. And if you're listening to us on YouTube, we truly appreciate any thumbs up, likes on the video, follow, subscribe, comments as well. People have been commenting on our episodes now. It's honestly amazing. It's so good to see people interacting with it. But yeah, that is all the regular boring biz out of the way. Ryan, do you want to chat anything before we jump into the pod?
Did West Indies win the one day today?
I think we did.
Okay, then we're good. We're good. No rant.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that test match, yeah?
I know, right?
Fucking hell.
Okay, nothing else.
Okay, cool.
Ay, 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 ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
All right, so starting with the data dump, we are looking at key passes to start. So in Game Week 15, the highest number of key passes was 4 by a few players here. Delap, Matheus Nunes, Palmer, Rogers, Cunha, and Somerville. Thoughts, Ryan?
It's an annoying list because besides Palmer, I don't think anyone there returned, right? Nunez did, probably.
Yeah, I think he got the assist, right?
Yeah, I think he did. But if you're a Delap owner, Somerville owner, Cunha owner, you're probably annoyed this game week.
Yeah, I mean, they all kind of had nice fixtures as well, right? Delap against Bournemouth, Rogers against Southampton, Cunha against West Ham, Somerville against Wolves. Like, you're expecting attacking returns or goals, assists, whatever the fuck, against these oppositions. So,
Yep.
it's weird to see Delap here.
Exactly. He's usually more of a shot taker than a creator, right?
Yeah. Like, the other ones kind of make sense.
Yeah.
I think Somerville pops up because, I mean, shout out to Antonio. Hope he's recovering well post surgery. Man, that was horrific to see. Like, the images of the car that was going around. Like,
Yeah, it was really bad.
yeah. But I wonder now, because, like, Antonio's out. Obviously, like, Fulkrug should be the starting striker. But because he's been out for so long with this random fucking calf injury, maybe Somerville gets a bump up in value now.
I think he does, especially with like Kudus playing along with him.
Yeah.
It's like the opposition has to focus on two of them as opposed to when it was him or Kudus, they can just lock one out of the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's a blessing in disguise. A fucked up blessing, but it's a blessing.
I mean, he had a great game, some of them,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he created that opportunity for. Was it Kudus to pass to Bowen or Bowen to pass to Kudus? I forget which.
Mm.
But he got the hockey assist there, and it could have easily been an assist in its own.
Yeah, it's a nice fixture for Somerville and Co. In Game Week 16 as well. I mean, Bournemouth are a great team and stuff like that, but I still think they can be got at.
Agreed.
Cool. I think now we'll look at. So in terms of like 3 key passes, there was a long list, so I just ignored that.
All right, no worries.
So shots and how many were on target. So the highest number of shots recorded in Game Week 15 was 5 by Chaplin from Ipswich. He had 1 on target. And then for 4 shots, again, it was a bit of a long list, but I didn't just want to leave Chaplin and be like, hey, let's talk about fucking Ipswich. Like, no. So 4 shots attempted, and I kind of grouped them by the clubs that they play for. So Diallo from Man United, he had 1 of his 4 on target. Then from Wolves, we had 2 players that attempted 4 shots each. Doherty with 1 on target, Lemina with 1 on target. A couple of Bournemouth players, Clouvet with 1 of his 4 on target in only 62 minutes. Semenyo with 1 of his 4 on target. Palmer with 3 of his 4 on target. Heung-min Son with 2 of his 4 on target. Couple of more Ipswich players, Smodic with 3 of his 4 on target. Jack Taylor with 1 of his 4 on target. And then Ollie Watkins, who came on as a sub for 31 minutes, got 0 of his 4 shots on target. Thoughts, Ryan?
Okay. Ipswich, like, did they have a very attacking game? Delap on the key passes list, 3 players here on the shots list. That's a bit nuts for them.
Yeah, and this is my point, is this like Bournemouth can be got at? But big point to note, Tyler Adams wasn't in this game because he was suffering from cramps and all that sort of stuff. So I think maybe they missed his kind of solidity in midfield.
Fair point. But then even just looking at XG, Ipswich has an XG of like 1.3, whereas Bournemouth was 3.3. So quality of shots wasn't that high, I guess. Or opportunities, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they were just having random pops at goal from all over the pitch.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't help that they conceded 2 late ones to lose it, right? I think it was like 87 minutes and extra time.
Yeah, that's so poor from them, man. Genuinely, like, if you need to have any chance of staying in the Prem, you need to win your home games at least, right? Especially as a promoted team. I mean, even in that scenario, at least get a draw. Don't lose the fucking game.
That's it. That's exactly it. Who else? I mean, Palmer's just class at the moment. He came back from that injury and in no time is just banging.
Ugh, that Panenka.
Yeah, yo. The balls.
How dirty is that? How disrespectful is that? Fucking Derby, like.
Right?
Ugh, I love him. I love him so much. Honestly, I'm so glad. Like, the 2 leagues that we're co-managing in, we have him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so happy you finally like gave in to like wanting to give away Holland. I know he's your boy and he's like led you to like league titles and stuff like that, but City ain't the same, man.
I do think they'll still turn it around, but it's just yeah, like you say, they're just not on form. He's not on form. And I didn't go looking for the offer. I don't know if you did, but when you just brought it to me, I was like, okay, sign me up.
Yeah, like we've been like talking about the deal or the trade like I think since like the season started. But obviously like after you see those hat tricks from Holland, you're very hesitant to kind of give away an asset like that. But then once the Rodri injury happened and you see all this drama happening with City and it's just things aren't clicking for Holland and his teammates at the moment. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just, Alucci is a Manchester City supporter anyways. So he gets his player. I'm a Chelsea supporter. I get my player. So in a way, it kind of worked out nicely for everyone, right? So yeah, I'm kind of glad that we managed to get that done. Yeah, fuck, love Palmer, bro. Absolutely love Palmer. Other than that, Doherty
Yeah, yo.
is he back?
We say this every time. I don't think it's going to be permanent. I think it's like the busy period where he'll get those chances. He was playing up top, I guess. But I'm not going to like go crazy, spend a bunch of fab on him. And Wolves on themselves are just looking.
He's at home to Ipswich next.
I know, great fixture.
Yeah.
But Wolves themselves aren't looking there. Like, they had a flash of form and now they're looking poor again.
Yeah, but I don't think it's helped that, they've had like injuries to their backline or absentees, having to rely on old ass Craigie pushing Lamina into a centre back position. Like, there has been a bit of instability from their side. Obviously we've seen like the positives to it as well, with like, Lamina playing that much deeper role, being able to like ping crosses. That goal for Cunha where he brought it down 1-touch, 2-touch against, was it Fulham? And then that was a game he got like 2 goals and assists or something like that, right? He was absolutely on form. So like there are positives, I think, to like Lamina playing in centre back and stuff like that, but it's not his role. It's not where he should be playing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's weird. Like, even losing 4-0 to Everton, like a team that didn't score a single goal for 4 game weeks in a row, like that's fucking terrible.
Exactly. I mean, Craigie with the brace.
Yeah.
2 own goals is a little brutal.
Somebody in our Discord actually rostered him in multiple leagues. Yeah.
Are you joking? Jesus. Oh
So,
no.
Multiple leagues. Yeah. It's pretty brutal. I mean, I don't blame them, right? Everton didn't score for like multiple game weeks. Like, I get the punt. But for it to swing brutally the other way, like, this is why Ollie, in, I think, is it his home league or something? In his home league, I think own goals are actually +5 instead of -5. Because it's such a rare occurrence.
Are you joking? Wow.
It's kind of fun though, like.
That is cool.
Yeah. Other than that, the other names are all kind of usual suspects, I want to say.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Watkins didn't start the game, right? Came on for 31 minutes.
Yeah, I heard he should have scored a few though.
Yeah, I mean, 4 shots in that narrow space of time. Highlights, I guess.
I mean, Southampton.
How pivotal he is still, I guess. I heard he was subbed early today too, so.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Is that like management or is that injury?
Could be management. They played a lot of games, man. Genuinely, they look fucking exhausted.
Fair enough. But how does Rodgers keep doing it, man?
He's a kid. He's young. He's younger than the rest.
I guess.
Age is a thing, man. Especially at our age now. I run around for a bit. I feel it all over. It's terrible.
Yeah, correct. Fair point. But yeah, like you said, the rest is pretty standard.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Next is accurate crosses into the box. So highest number was 4 by Christensen. And then 2 by Estupinan, McGinn, Matheus Nunes, Palmer, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Thoughts, Ryan?
Christensen putting up points again. I mean, great to see him on this list. I guess, did they get many free kicks? Like,
I mean, it was like maybe like Ayu running to the byline and then cutting it back for Christensen and then Christensen putting a cross. That happened like a few times, I remember, from that game. Because like this doesn't include corners, which he takes as well. But we've seen in the past, even under Steve Cooper, he typically is one of the better, if not best, ghosting assets from Leicester. So he is quite an outlet from that side, the left-hand side of the pitch. I got him in a league, I think, random pickup, just because like the postponed fixtures for like Liverpool, Everton players, I needed some defenders, like Tark's not playing, Jomez, that sort of stuff. And yeah, he kind of rewarded me handsomely or tidily. I wouldn't say handsomely. What did he get? Like 7-8 points or something like that? I like him as a pick generally, and I think there is some sort of a new manager bounce with Rude at Leicester.
Yeah, so he attempted 12 crosses, 4 successful, which is ridiculous in
Jeez.
itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess some of those are corners, given how SofaScore puts it out. But like,
Yeah. Potentially.
that's crazy though. Yeah, I
Yeah.
do think new managers helping him massively here.
Yeah.
The rest,
Yeah.
it's just good to see Estepinian back getting returns.
Dude, this guy's fucking going off these days. Like, I'm so upset that I didn't try to get him because he's such an injury-prone guy that I just, like, avoided it. I was like, nah, he's just gonna get injured. And he's just killing it right now.
Yeah, we know his goals potential, right? Like, it's always been high when he plays. I just wasn't sure he was going to play that much.
Yeah, same.
But I mean, you could get budget, like bootleg S2 and Lamptey for pretty cheap.
Hey, what a fucking lad, bro. Like,
right?
You grabbed him this game week, right?
I did in 2 leagues, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that goal hit so sweet. Not gonna lie.
Obviously not as good an asset, but great to see him getting some time.
Yeah, and I think he got 90 minutes as well, which feels like a very rare thing for Lamptey, another injury-prone player.
True. I was gonna say McGinn, a bit of resurgence for McGinn.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that. I don't know. I don't think I'm brave enough to go back there though.
Neither me, but he scored again today.
Yeah.
Pretty early on.
Yeah.
Who else? I think that's pretty standard otherwise.
Yeah, pretty standard. Cool. Extra categories then, the outliers for them. So tackles 1, the highest number was 6 by Zabarny. Dispossessions, there was a high of 5 by Pape Sarr. Interceptions, there was a high of 4 by Housen and Boubacar Kamara. Clearances, there was a high of 10 by Burgess. Successful dribbles, there was a high of 6 by Semenyo. Aerials, there was a high of 8 by Vardiol. And then block shots, there was a high of 4 by Ruben Diaz, Harwood, Bellis, and Zabarny again. Thoughts, Ryan?
Hoysen's a decent asset, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah. But Zabarny smashed it this time instead of Hoysen, which was strange to see because that's not usually who Zabarny is. And now I'm wondering if, like, with Zabarny and Housen, is it like a Burgess / Greaves and Daroshe, where one of them will fucking go off, but no, I don't know which one will.
Fair point. I think he took offense to us saying he had no double-digit scores because in the last 2 weeks he put up 2. Zabarny, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Semenyo's doing what Semenyo does.
Yeah.
Getting goals from wherever the hell he needs to get them from.
Yeah.
I am really annoyed by Pape Sarr, mostly because I forgot. I rostered him.
What?
And then, remember we discussed it. I was like, should I grab a Wolves defender? And we were like, okay, Semedo is like a decent guy.
Yeah.
And then we discussed Corwell. I just discussed it and didn't make any changes, and that cost me the win. But anyway.
Wait, how many points did you lose by?
It was like a 3-point loss.
Ugh. Ryan, that's painful.
I know.
But you were in the Bahamas, so it could be worse.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah, it's just a fucking game, man. It's alright.
Whoa, I'm now seeing Vardiol's total 8 aerials. Jesus.
Yeah, bro. That is a bit surprising for me. Never took him for an aerial guy.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, nothing really, I think, to kind of pick at. So what we'll do then is move on to our next segment, which is the league updates. All right, Ryan, talk to me, bro. How did last game week go?
So in typical fashion, I cannot win both community leagues at a time. Lost IGL, won DPL, rare occurrence.
Yeah.
But I IGL, I'll start there. Lost 84 to 86.5. Like,
That's so frustrating.
and it's because I picked up Papesar, but I didn't even use him. Like, Madueke was in my starting lineup. I know he was benched, and I picked up someone to bring in. Forgot to even bring him in. Granted, he got 0 just like Madueke did, so made no difference. But I think almost all the other assets I was considering and we chatted about would have gotten me the win.
Yeah.
So, okay, let me go through the game week good. It was not that many because, 80 something's a lowish score. But Munoz with his goal, Enzo with his goal, Josh Duran,
John Duran.
John Duran, yes. Duran and Jimenez are the only goods, and they all got goals. I had very little ghost points coming through my team. Ayari was probably the best ghoster. Regrets, I did not drop Casemiro when I saw he didn't start. I put myself in a bit of bind, and then I obviously didn't sub out Madueke. So the loss was nobody's fault but my own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will chalk it up to being busy on the day itself, I guess.
I mean, you were on vacation. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Work vacation at that point, but yeah, sure. John Duran, I picked him up because I expected rotation.
Yeah.
But if Ollie's actually injured, I'm so happy about that grab now.
Oh, yeah, easily. Yeah.
Because he's way back on form, like.
Yeah. It sucks because, like, this weekend that went by, it was actually the weekend that you needed to be very alert and try to make early pickups, early grabs, early punts. Because, the waiver pool is fucking, like, barren wasteland right now. It's so hard to, like, find reliable picks. So, like, if you weren't early enough to grab, like, a Duran or a Mateus Nunes, like, you probably actually lost your game week because of it.
Yeah, fair point. And I was not around for all the lineups, right? I saw lineups late. Kind of limits the options you can get at that point.
Yeah.
One of my big regrets in this team is, and it's almost every team I own now, I have Ortega in goal everywhere. And
I dropped his ass in IGL today. Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking like Edison, right? Like, he used to get saves and bail himself out, but if he's just going to put up one save and concede a few, no point.
Yeah.
Where else? Okay, what moves did I make? Okay, I dropped Bailey because he was flagged. I dropped Casemiro, and I dropped Papesar. I picked up Kwanzaa, João Felix, and Jacob Murphy, all on free agency.
I love that you reunited with your boy.
Murphy?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. So excited for him.
You got like a love-hate relationship with that dude.
But he's been delivering, Like, how do you come off at 59 minutes and still put up 20 points?
I don't know if he's gonna start next game though.
Probably not, but
Yeah.
he's just there in case.
Yeah. Wait, you didn't swap out Ortega? You still have him?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab someone else soon. Just didn't bother to look at who.
Who's free?
I'll go back just now. Moved on to DPL.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, but before you move on to DPL, like, I made the swap to Fraser Forster.
Oh yeah, I saw him free in a few leagues. I don't think he's free in IGL though.
Okay. I mean, worst case, you can just go like, maybe like Lumley or like Bern Leno. I know he's playing Liverpool, but he's gonna get shots to save. So
Fair. Lumley looks like a good pick too, yo.
yeah, I mean, listen, they're gonna concede chances. It's just how many goals that they concede. That's the case with
Exactly.
Southampton goalies. So yeah.
Over to DPL. So I got a rare win here, 106 versus 80.
Mhm.
Game week good was Lamptey, hey,
Hey.
Saliba, Enzo, Jimenez, Solanke. You can see a lot of my team are similar because I own a Yari here, I own a Taker here in goal. But regrets, I didn't have that many regrets. This one was a rough week because Bononote couldn't play.
Mm.
Dams with the rare miss.
Mm-hmm.
Martinelli not starting. So, and then I think I had maybe one or two pool players.
Mm-hmm.
Or Everton. Yeah, so it was like maybe Everton player somewhere. But my grabs like Evan Ferguson, Fabio Cavallo, Tyreek Lamptey, while they didn't all do very well, it didn't matter because I won by such a big margin. So a lot of them are drops now. But
Yeah.
no real roster concerns. I'll probably just try to swap back to the people I dropped,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is like Ashley Young or Mikolenko or something like that. Just those kind of more reliable assets who should play week in, week out.
See, I'm so glad that you brought this up because, like, two things is like it's the same thing. Like, I dropped Milenkovic and I have so much regret about dropping Milenkovic. Like, because he is like, don't get me wrong. Like, last few game weeks, it's kind of been like shit scores from him. Like, they have been conceding a lot of goals and stuff. So like, I was just like, okay, meh. Like, do I really want him? But in situations like this where we have like random fucking postponements, you need nailed fucking players. And like with Everton, their fixture run is going to be terrible, god awful, right? But I'm almost tempted to like try and at least bench them instead of outright dropping them because they're still decent assets at the end of the day, right? I mean, maybe they concede goals here and there, but I feel wrong dropping the likes of Young or Mikolenko.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It also is that like they're gonna have a double game week in the future. Not that you need to plan for that now, but
Yeah.
there's upsides to come.
Yeah. And I feel like not all fixture difficulty trackers or whatever are as as accurate, let's say. Like, the default ones like the FPL website has and stuff like that, calling Man City a tough fixture and shit like that. Like, no. I think teams go in and out of form, right? And maybe you use that to kind of make that call. Like, on paper, Arsenal Everton this game week should be an easy win for Arsenal, right? But
Yeah.
they struggled against Fulham, who are good. Like, typically you wouldn't associate like Fulham to like stop some giants in the league, but yeah, I don't think the results are as simple, and especially with Arsenal having all these defensive injuries and playing Champions League, like they're running a little thin at the moment, I think.
Fair. Tons of defensive injuries. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll see how they roll out in Champions League. Cause
Yeah, obviously.
I don't think. Well, Monaco's a difficult-ish team, so they're probably not going to take it too easy. But they're well enough position that they don't need to go full strength, right?
Yeah.
But it is Arsenal,
Let's
so
see.
they probably will. Who do I wanted to talk about somebody. I forget.
Was it
see.
somebody that you used to know?
It was. Gotcha. Sorry.
Hey.
Okay. So, what are you doing as a Martinelli owner? Because I own him in DPL.
Oh, he's been frustrating a lot of people. All I see is people just like complaining about Martinelli. I mean, even as a fan, I'd be so frustrated with him for being offside for that soccer goal as well.
Dude, I know, right?
Honestly, mate, I would probably try and trade him.
Like to
Like,
the Trossard
maybe go
owner
to
or
the
just get him
Trossard.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trossard owner, I think. I mean, it's your first target, if anything. If not the
Right.
Trossard owner, then the Arsenal fans in your league as well. If not that, then someone that doesn't have like a solid, let's say, mid 2/mid 3 in their roster. You might have to dig around in your league a little bit, I think.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But who are your other mids in that team?
So it's Ayari, Enzo, Damsgaard, Buonanotte, Martinelli, Soboslai.
Okay, so you can afford to ship him up.
I can, yeah. It's actually
And,
the defense in this one that's weak, and forwards too.
Yeah, so try to get a defender. Do you like can you maybe, I don't know if you can get a Tarkowski, but maybe because the fixture run is difficult, you can possibly get that over the line?
I am sending that right now.
Nice. Leaf Davis. You love your boy Leaf.
Sending that out too. Wait, do I own him?
Yeah.
I do own him.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Let me take a quick look at like top playing defenders or whatever, top scoring defenders. You can maybe try for like I don't know, an Anthony Robinson, a Munoz. Like, I honestly, it's probably out of range because they're all like playing like defender ones or whatever. But generally, just try and get all these guys that are ghosting. Like Munoz is so reliable. You like Collins as well. Jedi is good. Who else is up here? Maybe a Pinnock, maybe a Dallo. But I think Dallo, you're probably giving away too much for Martinelli. Yeah, just someone that goes well, bit of attacking threat, that sort of stuff. Estupinan, potentially as well. I don't know.
All good shots, man.
I think somebody will bite.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Yeah.
I gotta try something.
Yeah, you do.
And I
Cool.
think in terms of waiver picks, Ross, of grabs, no waivers cleared on this league yet. So over to you.
Okay, so for me, IGL, I had a loss, which was kind of sad because when I think, was it the pod that I did with Andrew or Mod? I think I was top of IGL overall table, actually. And then he posted it in the Discord, so I think he jinxed the fuck out of me, and then I lost. No, it's not his fault, but in this team I have Salah, McNeil, and Tarkowski, so I basically lost a spine of studs because of the post-1 fixture.
Yeah, that's brutal, man.
Yeah, when you lose Mo to start the game week, it's just like, yeah, fuck me, like this game week is done. Like I'm not even gonna bother. Like,
correct.
But I mean, to lose like 90-65, it could be a lot worse. I generally thought it would have been way worse of a beat. Because I had to drop the likes of Jomez and Kwanzaa just to kind of get starting players out or have some sort of a bench that I can kind of rely on while, you know, all the clubs are kind of rotating their assets, and like you kind of alluded to, like players like Damsgaard getting random benchings and stuff like that, right? So I kind of had to make some tough-ish decisions in that sense. But in terms of the good or the standouts, Lamptey, like you, I grabbed him for this one. Jared Bowen, man, fucking Mr. Reliable, genuinely. Even though his team is shit, he still shits points outs. It's honestly so good to roster him. I was such a non-believer previous seasons, and I even used to tell you, like, fuck, why the hell are you owning Bowen? But you had Bowen in that season that you won the league, I think, right? So yeah, the guy just puts up points, man. The regrets, like I mentioned, was dropping Milenkovic, but this was during the waivers, and this was to basically get the Liverpool defenders. But listen, at that point, we didn't know about the storm and potential for the games to get called off. I think if I had Milenkovic, I'd probably have rolled him out and probably have kept him. And now he's on another manager's roster, so it is what it is. Like, same with you, having Ortega. I felt sick in my stomach because like a few minutes before the game week started, I was like, I need to make that swap to Forster. Like, I don't feel good about Ortega anymore. I mean, luckily the points difference was only like 2 points between them, but I've kind of fixed that issue now, which I will kind of touch on in a bit. McAteer as well, massive regret, only 1 point after his like nice haul versus West Ham. I think it was like 17.5 including an assist or something like that. It looked like, he was really, really ghosting, but his, I think, biggest ghosting category was tackles 1, and everything was like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 in all the other categories. I think he had 4 tackles 1 versus West Ham. So maybe I should have looked into that a bit more. Maybe, actually think, hey, who the fuck is this kid? He's a kid. He's probably not going to keep it up or whatever. And then the other regret was I had wavered in Greaves, I think, for this game week because the Draft Society Toolkit, a great resource, guys, if you can afford to sign up for it and stuff like that. It actually suggested that Ipswich defenders had the best fixture rating for this game week. So I was like, okay, yeah, got Greaves, good going to ghost and whatnot. But then after he didn't start, or he wasn't in the squad because what's the fucking manager's name again? Ipswich manager? Fuck, why am I blanking?
Oh jeez, me too.
Oh yeah, because Kieran McKenna has this weird fucking rule about not having centre backs on his bench. Greaves wasn't in the squad at all, and Burgess started. But in my head, I was just like, why didn't I just make the swap from Greaves to Burgess if I still trusted, the Ipswich defenders because they're predicted to score well?
True.
And he popped off. He got an assist as well, 17.5 points. So
He did, yeah.
so decisions like that could have potentially won me my game week, but I don't really have, too, like, other than like those players, like I'm not, too bogged down about the game week because apparently I'm still clear in my league by like three wins or whatever, like 9 points ahead of the pack. So I didn't lose too much ground. And again, there is going to be a double game week in the horizon where I'm going to have double Mo, double McNeil, double Tarkowski. So I'm hoping that kind of makes up for this week's result in the future sort of thing. But yeah, in terms of the concerns from this IGL roster, it's really struggling to decide who to start for my forward 3 position, my mid 4 position, my defender 3 position. It is a bit of a humble brag, a really good situation to kind of be in. But I to give you a more specific example, is like for my forward 3 position right now, my 2 options are like Xerxes and Strand Larson.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know Strand Larson has been reliable, but yeah.
I could not believe you had Xerxes on your roster, man.
Is that good or bad?
Like, I take one vacation and come back to this. That's horrible, man.
He scored a brace.
What are you doing?
He scored a brace.
Still.
I bought into the hype.
What hype?
And yeah, true. For mid 4 position, it's like debating between Tyler Dibbling or Tyler Adlams, like the 2 Tylers. And defender 3 is like deciding between the likes of Lamptey, Christensen, Joe Gomez, Kwanzaa, sort of thing. So to me, I think it is genuine like coin flips in a sense.
Yeah, I get that. So I'm happy about the defenders. I think
Yeah.
mids and forwards, you have some streamable spots there. It's an exciting place to be, though. Like, whatever
Yeah.
lineups come
Yeah.
out, once you act quick, you can just potentially pick up a gem.
I mean, that's how I got Tyler Adams, right?
Right.
And he had that massive ghosting game against Spurs. So, yeah. IGL, so the waiver moves that I made there, I basically dropped a few of my regrets, like McAteer, Ortega. I dropped Evan Ferguson as well in this. I was a bit hesitant to do so, just because I know his potential, but the reason I dropped him is because, I don't know if you caught the highlights for that game. He got into a really good position in the box, really should have shot with his left foot, but instead laid it off for Mitoma, who is in, I want to say, a worse position, and put the shot over. It's just like, when I see a striker do that, I'm like, come on, man, be a bit more confident, be a bit more ruthless. And yeah, I was just like, I saw that, I was just like, nah, it's not giving me a good vibe. He's not on form or whatever.
Do Darwin Núñez, right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
go
I mean,
ham.
shoot, let it go
Yeah.
anywhere. Just shoot, Fucking shoot, you're a striker. But the players that I picked up was basically the Liverpool centre backs, and Fraser Forster. So I made the swap that I'm suggesting for you to make as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they're away to Southampton against his old club. It's a good fixture for them, so possible clean sheet. DPL, I got a win here. So you know how we were both saying how DPL's going like really, really terribly or whatever? And I basically like stopped focusing on DPL completely. I'm just like, making sure I put players out there, whatever. I'm on like a 3-win streak, and now I'm in 5th, 9 points behind first, and 3 points behind second.
Oh, sick.
I'm kind of back in the race in a weird way.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's really promising. So this is like classic fantasy, man. The less attention that you pay, the better you do. I hate it. I hate it so much. All I want to do is make bad decisions, like I said.
So
yeah,
here my DPL, right? I sit 10th in DPL. I have a 3-win streak as well.
Yeah.
But I'm on 21 points, and 4th is on 24 points. So it's a 3-point swing between.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Second is on 27 points. So it's 6 points. Robbie's in first, but he's a good bit clear.
Yeah.
It's second is within shot, yo.
Oh, I mean, there's possible money here, bro.
Right?
So yeah, I got the win 94-59. The goods, Munoz, absolutely love this guy. Enzo Fernandez, like you, I own a share. Honestly, I'm so glad to own a share of him somewhere. He's been fucking great last 4 or 5 game weeks. Raul Jimenez as well, and Brennan Johnson. And then regrets, no real regrets, I want to say here. Roster concerns. So like we touched on the Everton assets, so I think I'm just gonna hold on to them and kind of see how they score over the next couple of game weeks, and then make a decision from there. And Kunku, I have. By the way, you went on vacation, and this is the league that I drafted in Kunku second round, held on to him for ages, and it finally fucking came good. By the way,
so I dropped just a week before.
Oh my god, why would you do that? See, this is what happens when we don't talk. We make terrible decisions.
I've been dropping him, and I've been wavering him back in for 1 fab.
Yeah.
And this was obviously me on vacation, forgetting to waver back him.
Yeah.
And he went for 0 fab. Like, I was so annoyed with myself.
Yeah. I mean, chances are somebody's going to drop him right back into the pool, but I think now you stash him again if you can. Like he's definitely gonna get, I think, a start or two until like the congestion period is over.
Yeah, agreed.
Like not just rotating the squad for like load management, but Nico's definitely gonna pick up his yellow. So
exactly. But with oh gosh, is it Neto suspended?
Yes, I think, because somebody was telling me, Madueke is possibly nailed for this game week. Was it?
Yeah.
Was it Chris was telling us? I think.
I think Neto's suspended. So
yeah.
How do you see it rolling out this game week?
I mean,
Sancho and
Sancho and
Madueke.
Madueke. Yeah.
I was hoping for a cheeky João Felix somewhere.
Well, I mean, we have a conference league or whatever midweek, right? So look at that lineup. If João Felix starts, then I don't think he's gonna play in the Prem.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I mean, João is another sort of Nkunku play, right? If you can afford the depth, like the stash or whatever, I think do it. Hold on to it, because man, we're playing some good fucking football right now. Like I think we've got the most goals for in the league. Are we in the title race, Ryan?
I think so. I've been thinking so.
Feels weird. We were such a shambolic club just like a season or two ago. Feels really weird.
So the only issue is Liverpool have the game in hand, and it's like peace of mind to kind of not put you under too much pressure.
Yeah. I think the boys are just going out there and playing their football. It's nice to see. It's nice to see Sancho playing well in England as well.
or Enzo delivering his on his price tag.
Yeah, exactly. But back to the roster concerns. Evan Ferguson, but I think I'm probably gonna drop him here. Zixi, I've got him in another league, Ryan. But what's worse is that I spent $6 on him here.
Oh, you gotta keep now.
Right? I have to.
Ship him out, yo.
Oh my god. To what? The United fan in my league. I think we have one. Yeah.
Even he's not gonna take him.
Probably not. No.
Maybe 3-5. 3-5.
Okay. For some weird fucked up reason though, I do think Man United will get a result against Man City this weekend.
It is possible, yeah. City have been so bad.
And if Xerxes starts, I might roll him out.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. Just
I
saying.
can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, like you mentioned as well before, because it's DPL, waivers haven't cleared. And I guess it's a really weird, fucked up way, or this is a really weird, fucked up time to like timestamp this. But yeah, we're recording on Tuesday evening after the first round of Champions League games. So yeah, no waivers until Thursday. Okay, cool. Those are league updates. So now what we'll do is take our halftime pint, and we'll be back after the break with some questions. So we'll see you in a bit. And we are back. So, are you going on vacation any other places, or you're done for the year or whatever?
I am flying out to do New Year's Eve in Jamaica. Because I have to be in Jamaica for work on January 2nd.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go from the 31st, spend 2 days before work starts back on the 2nd. And I think I'm there till the 7th.
Okay. I need to work out our schedule as well. To see if I need to find another backup, or if you're gonna take your mic to Jamaica.
I could probably carry it. It's gonna be a quiet time, I think.
Okay. Cool. I'm obviously taking my mic to India. I'm basically on vacation now, by the way.
I know. Sick. Until your boss has this pod and then it's like, Sanjay, you didn't go to work on Wednesday?
Yeah, that's gonna be really terrible, actually. But listen, I went around. I asked everyone, "Hey, do you need anything from me tomorrow?" No, everyone said no. I finished all the deliverables that I had planned to do, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna take a me day. I don't know. I'll be available on like Teams and the emails and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, I don't want to like the stress of like taking my suitcase all the way to fucking work and then lugging it all the way to the airport. I just want to chill, go to the airport, fly out.
Yeah. Can't argue with that.
Ugh, 30-degree weather for 3.5 weeks. I know you get it year round. Fuck you, but
So I was like the opposite. I left the 30-degree weather and hadn't experienced any warmth again. Even Bahamas was cold as shit, yo.
how was it really cold in Europe for you?
It was 0, basically.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, that's cold.
It's a nice
Europe
change
was-
of pace though. Like
It is. I guess once it's not windy, I can tolerate it. But once it's like windy and biting through, yeah.
yeah.
But I mean,
And,
mild compared to Canada, right?
yeah, we've both gone through that phase of life. Not something I think we're quick to revisit anytime soon.
No. Definitely not.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump into some questions. All right. So the first one is from Mr. Nauru, as always. Who is the player that is most important for their team but is most fantasy irrelevant? I'm thinking of Kobe Mainu type players.
Ooh.
We can do
okay.
one for each club.
I was going to say, do we go team by team?
Yeah, let's go like start at the top of the table down or whatever. Liverpool. I've got one in mind.
McAllister?
No, Gravenberch.
I was good, but Gravenberg's actually ghosting on and off better than Mac, right?
Yeah, but is it relevant? Like, are you rostering Gravenberch to win a league? Like,
Oh, okay, I got you. Fine.
yeah, yeah. Like for me, like I'm still having this foolish hope that Mac is gonna potentially pop off again and be the beast of an asset that he was when you rostered him last season.
Same. I'm still holding on to that hope, yeah.
Yeah. Chelsea.
Uh, Not sure, because Enzo's turned it around massively.
I'll go with Lavia.
I think it has to be Lavia, yeah.
Yeah, he's honestly so good in that spot. The way he's able to turn under pressure, play forward passes, like he's one of the main reasons that we're clicking, and he's kind of like facilitating. I mean, he's one of the reasons why Enzo's able to play further forward.
Correct. Yeah.
Arsenal.
Partey?
Yeah.
Not anymore. Marino now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Marino's like not nailed or whatever by any means. Is it fucked up to say Kai? Kai has been scoring fuck all recently.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'd argue Raya even, like,
Yeah. Isn't like a reliable goalkeeper asset or whatever. It's just like a
Yeah.
clean sheet play, but he fucking saves Arsenal's ass all the time.
yes.
Yeah. Man City.
No one at the moment.
I was gonna say the same thing. Oh, yeah. It's pretty fucking grim for them, man. I because for me, like the only irrelevant assets are the centre backs, and they're shit at fan tracks and shit in real life at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Nottingham Forest.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe like a
Mario?
yeah, I would say so. Him or Ryan Yates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aston Villa.
All of their defenders, man.
Yeah, they're definitely not fantasy relevant. And I guess they are important. I was gonna say maybe McGinn, but then you were saying how McGinn's points are getting better.
Yeah.
So yeah. Brighton.
Whoever plays that, like, CDM role.
Who's that like a Vifa or something like that?
Reefer, yeah.
Yeah. But even then I don't know if he's like that pivotal to their
I
success.
guess not. True.
Yeah, I don't know who else I'd probably go with. Maybe Verbruggen. Like he's been putting up shit scores recently, but he
True.
also hasn't been making good saves. So, yeah, that one's a bit tricky. But I get what you mean in terms of like that CDM spot, because like Kuzla has this weird ass tactics and stuff like that, right? So
I want to draw one.
what's
And
up?
it's just for the backlash in the hive.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
O'Reilly.
Yeah, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and put it out there.
Yeah. O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who's after Brighton?
Bournemouth.
Has Cook not cooked this season? Oh, he's not even playing
Cook-
sometimes. He's
He's been okay. Oh, Ryan Christie.
Ryan Christie.
He's dropped off a lot
Yeah.
this season in terms of fan tracks. I still think he's pivotal to their team. So, Brentford.
Janelt? Norgard. But Norgard is somewhat relevant.
Norgard. Yeah, he's kind of a steady Eddie player, right?
Yeah.
KLP.
KLP, I
fun.
guess.
Vandenberg.
Not that.
Doesn't score a lot of points, but is kind of important.
Yep.
Fulham.
Lukic? No.
One of those CDM players. Or Harry Wilson.
Oh, he's so important. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he scores goals or no points. That's all he does. Like,
Fair.
yeah, I don't know who else would be pivotal but doesn't score points from there. Spurs.
Papi Sar. Bisuma.
Yeah. Basically, whoever is playing that holding role, I think.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
I really like Jesus. What's his name in the middle? Who
Tonali.
stopped playing? No, the one who was Longstaff.
Ah, yeah.
Like in the past, he's been so pivotal for them.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, good shout. Manchester United.
Kobe Menu.
West Ham.
Guido Rodriguez. Apparently who's played so many games and we don't realize it.
Yeah. Good show. Everton.
Ooh. Who is it
Doucouré?
now for Everton? Maybe Doucouré, yeah, actually.
Yeah. I want to say like DCL possibly as well, but I think he might be shit at both parts. Leicester City.
And Didi.
Yeah, is that a bit you hate him? That's why you said NDD? Because he does have the ability to score points when he's ready.
He does, but he's like become irrelevant again.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm trying to think of is there anyone else there? Don't think so.
I guess Sumare, but
Yeah. Crystal Palace.
ooh. Who is
I'll say
Palace?
Mitchell.
Lerma's relevant, right? Like relevant enough.
Steady Eddie if he plays, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But he's not like a consistent starter for them.
Fair. Yeah, I could get behind Mitchell.
It's part of the system with the wing backs and all that, but it's not scoring points. Ipswich. Literally everyone.
Morsey.
Oh yeah, what a terrible dude. Yeah, I don't want to get into the politics behind that. Wolves.
Andre.
Yeah, I like that. Southampton.
No one.
Yeah, Jacob's gonna come curse your ass after this. All right, cool. Do you want to take the next question?
Yeah, so the next one is from Draft Pie. He was asking me what is my favorite food or drink I tried for the first time on my recent travels. Good question. It's been a while. I can't remember. What did I do?
Go by city.
Oh, that's too difficult. Way too difficult. I'm just gonna say like there were a ton of mushroom dishes when we were in Europe that like different types of mushrooms I'd never tasted before, but they were amazing, each and every one of them. Even from like these baby tiny whatever new mushrooms that I've never seen in my life. I'll post a pic maybe somewhere if I have it.
I'm trying to fit the word because you're a fun guy in there somehow, but I couldn't think of the execution properly. I was gonna actually ask you about the Michelin star restaurant, the 2-star restaurant that you went to. How was that experience?
It was great. It was just a little too much local food. Like every dish was a bit too local. Like I wanted a bit more variety.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, you went to a random ass country / city for it, so
fair. And then a lot of places had amazing gin cocktails, man.
Really?
Like gin is my drink, and yeah.
That's great. Nice. Is there a specific one that stood out to you?
I cannot remember at the moment.
Had too many of them, eh?
Possibly.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait to spam the Discord with all the food that I'm going to consume
Oh.
while I'm in India. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm planning to come back 15 pounds heavier.
good
Bet.
plan. Just in time for winter.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next question comes from Sweetness McBossman.
What a name.
I think he's new to you.
Yeah, he's new to me.
Yeah, what a name. Really nice guy in our Discord. He's new.
Is he Trini? He has to be Trini.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Great guy in our Discord. Happy to have him there. But his question is, knowing what you know now about the season, if you were to go back and redraft the first 2 rounds of your league, how do you think the first 2 rounds should have gone? Who should have been drafted where? So should we pull up a draft board or just wing it?
I think we could wing it, but hands down, Palmer number 1.
Yeah.
Salah right behind him.
Agreed.
And then the rest are just gaps. Like
I mean, Saka.
Saka next.
Yeah.
But the rest, it's
After
a toss
that,
up between
yeah.
Haaland, Fernandez. Hell, even Mbuemo and Bowen make the list around there.
I mean, Cunha as well,
Cunha, yeah.
right? I think, obviously, looking back on it, not taking an Nkunku in the second round.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Does Trent still go in the first 2 rounds?
I don't think he goes first round for me. Maybe late second.
Fair. A bunch of defenders do go though. Like Munoz is a top 2 rounder.
Late round 2. I'm still rather going for midfielder forward because of the ceiling.
Okay, fair enough. Does the like of Madison make it?
Late round 2. Morgan Gibbs White as well, dropping down to maybe mid like round 3.
Round 3 for sure, not top 2.
No.
Chris Wood arguably probably makes top 2.
Yeah, but the thing is he not a bit return dependent?
He's very return dependent, but he's getting so many returns.
Yeah.
Like Nico.
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, if I was to go for a defender in the first 2 rounds, it'd probably be Pedro Porro.
Yeah. To me, Munoz, Pedro Porro, and Leaf are like up there.
Yeah, Leaf, man. I really wish I got Leaf in the league, but I'm never gonna take Leaf in the first 2 rounds.
Neither me, especially from a promoted side.
Yeah, like the thing is like on that turn as well. Like, you know, a lot of people would have gone like Isak, Gordon, maybe Foden, that sort of stuff. But like going for Bowen, I think would have been a great on the turn sort of pick.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, it honestly is like, I think if you had like a top 4 or 5 pick in your league, I think you would have been fine. It was really like late end of the draft. Like, I mean, we were saying like, oh my God, there's so many cuffs and value you can really get on that turn. But it was a real shit show, man.
Yeah, like imagine the difference between a Son and a... I don't even want to throw out Palmer, like a Saka and a Son.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, even Watkins going in that first round, he's been terrible for owners, man. Phil Foden not playing games, like...
Oh, Foden has to be the worst.
Yeah. I mean, Kai Havertz even went early, and he's not scoring well these days.
Martinelli might have gone. No, probably not top 2.
Maybe round 3, I think. Luis Diaz as well. Hot start, now completely faded, being rotated.
Yeah.
I mean, a few years ago, my Cody Gakpo round 2 pick looks absolutely genius now.
True that. Rodri injury. He was
but you
round 2
can't
for
predict
some.
that though.
No.
I think I'd still be taking a fit Rodri in a round 2.
Fair enough. I think just in general, Chelsea assets went way higher up than I thought they would be. And it's not even like... It's like the Nico. He's nailed. As opposed to like Nkunku, Neto,
Yeah.
all of those guys who can compete.
Yeah, I feel like Nico went later in drafts than he should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And the next question that he had was, say you were taking penalty shots against the goalie from your fantasy team. How many tries do you think you would need until you score? Great question.
Me personally,
Yeah.
against Ortega, I'm gonna put my money on myself. One try.
I mean, I roster Fraser Foster now as well, so I'm also going to go one try. I'm going to attempt the Panenka.
True that. You've
Yeah.
seen it work.
Yeah. I'm confident in our abilities.
Yep.
Cool. Do you want to take the next one?
All right. Next one is from Naru. I love this question. So it's, why do we take a poop? We aren't really leaving it behind. Aren't we really leaving it behind? So what exactly are we taking in the phrase "take a poop"?
I think we're taking time to ourselves. That's what we're taking.
That's my thought as well. It's like you're taking a break.
Yeah. I do love a good think and poop, man. It's honestly
Oh,
quality.
yeah.
I make
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
my
yeah.
best fantasy decisions while taking a poop, actually.
Most of mine are. It's like, when else do you find the time?
Yeah.
Champions League, especially because it's like the deadlines are during working hours.
Yeah. Hey, it's a great time to make waiver picks as well. Like, just go to
Oh.
the bathroom, like, 15, 20 minutes before waivers clear. You don't overthink your picks. Like, it's like, okay, I need to get X out, get Y in.
Yeah, good point.
Cool. And then final question from DraftPie, Blimey OG Piley is his name in our Discord. When eating a meal, do you save some of your favorite bit for your last mouthful, or do you eat all of those bits first, or something else entirely?
That's a good question. I do tend to save a little bit for my last mouthful.
Same. Absolutely same. I feel like it's really weird. Like, let's say you've got different, like, textures, flavors on your plate of food, and you've found, like, the perfect combination from that dish. You know what? I'm going to save this last bite because this is the last thing I want to remember from this meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only times it's a concern is there is diminishing returns when you're getting full. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so probably want to get to it before I'm full.
Yeah. But how often do you leave a plate with scraps in it? I typically try to clean my plate.
Same.
Yeah. So, yeah. Cool. That's it. Those are the questions. That is the pod. A decent one on your time back.
Yeah, I guess the listeners took it easy on us. I was expecting more wild questions, to be honest.
Yeah. I think I put out the notification kind of late though. But it's all right. It's good to have you back though, buddy. Honestly.
Oh, so excited to be back. Christmas season, yo. Busy time.
Have you started your shopping?
I did a good bit when I was away, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, as much as I'm sad that I'm going to be missing Christmas, I'm kind of glad that I don't have to go through the stress of buying people gifts because I'm not going to be here. So
Fair. That is a fair point.
yeah. Cool. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, just monitor those midweek games, I guess.
Yeah.
And have fun.
Yep. Same thing. Have fun. Come join the Discord. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah.
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 Cool. All right, buddy. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Yeah.
Catch you on the next time. Flip side. Butcher that. Yeah.
All right. See you in a bit.
All right.
Peace.